Dear Audio Diary, the universe, it seems, decided Tuesday is the day for marinating my brain in persistent ruminations. Not that tepid bathwater kind you find lurking in the depths of a forgotten tub after attempting to reheat takeout noodles. No, this is thicker, more viscous. Like dredging up all those pathetic congealed bits clinging to a Thanksgiving pot roast. The stuff your mum pretends isn't there, but we all see plastered to the ceramic abyss, like some unwanted barnacle on a ship's hull after a dismal voyage into the sticks of over-seasoned gravy. Each chewy scrap sloshing around in this greasy stew screaming, "Don't even think about that fourth slice of pumpkin pie. Just take the bus back home." Tuesdays, they're the flatbread of the week. The equivalent of pre-shredded sharp cheddar with a whisper of mountain air clinging to its bruised memory if you caught it on opening day at Trader Joe's. Or perhaps cheese adjacent. Edible? Maybe. Palatable? A culinary travesty that reads, "This is cheese. Now suck it." The entire week sprawls out like a chipped mug of ale someone left on the counter after deciding herbal teas were their rebellion against colouring inside the lines. The ones that used to be jagged, sharp, micro razors you could pick at with your tongue before licking salt off an old wound. At least Tuesday's slightly better than Monday. Mondays more aptly resemble that slick, over-sugared cough syrup they shoved down your throat when you were 5. Imitation cherry tasting of cotton candy sadness delivered to your gullet by a rusty spoon that once held room temperature prune juice. A flavour that lingers for an eternity. The chemical cousin of fruit punch that sticks to your teeth even after you've brushed and gargled and sworn off anything remotely resembling sugar. Truly nothing like Friday. Fridays are the endless rounds of tequila shots courtesy of the one guy at the bar who's trying just a little too hard. They promise fireworks and confetti, drunken sing-alongs in a tub full of bath salts and optimistic bubblegum aspirations. But ultimately, they end up tasting like plastic and unsatisfied potential, leaving you to wake up at 3 a.m. with a crick in your neck and a mouth reeking harder than a damp tennis shoe. The one that was left in the back of a taco truck that shut down for selling expired refried beans to tourists who couldn't tell a jalapeno from an aggressive pickle. Tuesdays are the best kind of compromise. Not entirely wrong per se, just a bit off with the alignment. Tuesday is a day for appreciating toast, because bread plus fire equals familiar comfort. Easy as breathing in through your nose and out through that sad little straw they give you at Sonic with their milkshakes. You hear that little rectangle whispering, "Oh honey, you think you're slick? You think buttering me up is going to make me forget about the fact that you always spread too much jam? This toast doesn't break gracefully, doesn't succumb to your charms under the glow of some morbidly romantic candlelit dinner party, where everyone is wearing velvet and pretending to enjoy tapenade while secretly plotting their escape routes through strategically placed potted ferns and half-empty wine bottles cosplaying as decorative accents. Oh no. This toast pries open beer cans with bare teeth. Even after 6 straight gulps of vodka and a tuna salad picnic in the park with squirrels that judge your choice of plaid shorts. It crunches. It splinters. Bounces off the porcelain of your grandma's antique teacup that's seen more spilled Earl Grey than actual conversations since Nixon was still trying to convince everyone he wasn't sweating profusely in his polyester pantsuits. Tuesdays are almost respectable in a way. A breakfast contender daring to flirt with the possibilities of godhood rather than succumb to its own inherent mediocrity. But Then the cat knocks it over. Not even gracefully, mind you. More like he auditioned for Broadway, but got exiled to community theatre as that one mangy alley rat they tried to pass off as feral and misunderstood. A discarded French fry beneath the bodega dumpster. The bastard didn't even look up. Just gave this lazy, irritated twitch of one ear to mimic my apartment's internal plumbing, which, let me tell you, is never good news for a Tuesday. The day when things just happen. I watch as my sustenance dominoes off the counter like a despondent Jenga tower, toppled by a tiny, furry, gingerly feline-shaped black hole of indifference. You ever see a begonia weeping? No? Well, look to me as the next best thing. Full-on, viscous, jam-like tears with a buttery underbelly dripping from mangled leaves that make you want to check under your fingernails for lingering traces of crimson and silently contemplate where the bleach really is the answer. Or if you should invest in one of those industrial-strength disinfectant foggers they sell at Home Depot next to the garden gnomes and world's best dad mugs that look like they were designed by a 12-year-old fueled by expired Capri Suns. There isn't even any time for questioning, because Tuesday doesn't really give you space to unpack its soggy cardboard boxes. Tuesday just strolls along, keeps murmuring something about deadlines and bills and your favorite bra finally throwing in the towel. Like maybe the universe is really bad at laundry and this entire weekly situation is its passive-aggressive way of reminding you that even cosmic entities get overwhelmed by undergarments that vanish into thin air between Sunday and Saturday. The cat stares at me with those eyes. Not accusingly, not judgmentally. No, it's worse than that. It's like he's calculating how many milliseconds it would take for him to launch himself onto my keyboard mid-sentence and knock over whatever cup of something caffeinated I convinced myself was a beverage this morning. At least that's how I imagine things. He's not doing anything wrong at the moment, or even often. He doesn't scratch the furniture or leave hairballs in places that require professional intervention. Though I swear that fuzzy grey torpedo he coughed up last week looked like a miniature sequined boa from the 70s. No, he doesn't do any of those bad cat things. He just exists. Living in a way that makes you want to shove toast into a blender full of leftovers, just to see if it explodes in a satisfying spray of beige before the cosmic deity gets around to singing off-key show tunes from that musical about begonias. But maybe we'll save that for Wednesday.